Wrestlers are always given an introduction, including a billed hometown or residence, but how well do you remember them? Well, this is what we're going to find out in this video as we challenge everyone's knowledge on this somewhat obscure aspect of wrestling. I have a willing participant in the form of my trusty co-host, Thanasi, who is going to try guess 10 different wrestlers' hometowns, each one more difficult than the last. We have a point system in place, so question 1 is worth 1 point, question 2 is worth 2 points, etc., up until the final question, and that gives you a possible 55 points to get. So everyone watching, be sure to play along and let us know in the comments how many points you got. But that's enough talking. Thanasi, are you ready for the challenge?
Did you just ask me if I'm ready? I was born ready. Jesus, what kind of a challenge is this? All right. Willing participant is ready, willing, and able. Let's go.
All right. Question number 1. CM Punk. What's his
Oh,
home?
easy. Surely every listener should know this, right? Like if you're an avid wrestling fan, you got to know this. It's Chicago, Illinois.
That's absolutely correct. Yes, Chicago, Illinois. I mean, the guy's only made a living off of that fact.
Oh, but of course, if you guessed Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that's got to be like a half point, right? Spiritual home ground for CM Punk.
Yes, of course. Question number 2. The next wrestler, Becky Lynch.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Dublin, Ireland?
Absolutely
Dublin.
correct.
Yeah.
Dublin. Yep, the Irish last kicker. So the next one, and make sure to get it right, Chris Jericho.
Oh, idiots. It's Winnipeg, Manitoba, not Toronto.
Absolutely. And I literally wrote in my notes, Winnipeg, Manitoba, not Toronto. All right. The next one, I think it is hard, but I think it's easier for us because of who it is. Rhea Ripley.
Oh, she's from Adelaide, South Australia. She's still going to get a massive pop in Perth when she goes.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God. I'm saying it now, there's a potential she main events that show.
Yeah, I'd love to see her main event that show.
I really see that happening. But yeah, I think especially international viewers might find that a bit trickier than us.
That's okay. That's all
But
right.
but that's good. Adelaide's obviously another city. It's not Sydney. It's not Melbourne. It's Adelaide.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
one. Kofi Kingston is next in number 5.
Can I say Ghana, West Africa?
You absolutely can say that's the correct answer.
Not Jamaica.
No, not Jamaica. Oh my.
I wonder if they've started because when he joined the New Day, obviously you can't. They're not all from the same place. But I wonder if they're eventually going to start to say his hometown, like his residential hometown, because I know he was born in Ghana.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let us know in the comments if you're aware.
Yeah, please do. All right. Next up, we've got the current, at the time of recording, number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, and that is Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke, I think I know this one. It's from Kyoto, Japan.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
From Kyoto.
Obviously, Tokyo and Osaka are like the biggest cities, but yes.
Well, that's why it's a bit trickier because it's not the obvious city that you would expect.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have the AEW TBS Championship champion at the time of recording, which is Chris Statlander.
This one is the one that's going to get me. I don't know. I'm going to play the odds and say somewhere in Ohio, let's say, I don't know, Cincinnati.
Okay. It was Long Island, New York, unfortunately.
Oh.
So
same place as someone else with a belt. Maybe you're going to put them on, so that's why I'm not going to say anything yet.
No, I didn't put it on for that reason because
obviously
we're trying to make this harder, and I think at this point MJF has made it a very well known fact.
Very, very well known fact.
Yeah, and continuing the difficulty, we've got next up Giovanni Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci, formerly known as Marcel Bartel. I think he's Italian, so I'm going to go with Rome, Italy.
Close. Very close.
How close?
Well, I don't know how close to be honest geographically. You got Italy, right?
Oh, okay.
South Tyrol is what I've got listed here.
Oh, okay.
So if there are any people who has good Italian geographic skills, and know exactly how far away that is, maybe let us know if Thanasi was way off or
If we
actually
have
quite close.
Italian listeners as well.
I mean, maybe. Or
Yeah.
people who know at least. We
Yeah.
have, I'm sure people like geography. Next up, we have the recent WWE acquisition, Jade Cargill.
Oh, another hard one. I feel like I've heard where she's from before, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. This one's not as hard as Chris Statlander. But I'm gonna guess yes, like Denver, Colorado.
No, there was actually another wrestler I had down here from that area
Oh, okay.
before. So she's from Vero Beach, Florida.
Okay.
But
Like completely other side of the country.
yes, but curiously, at one point in the list, I had Bobby Lashley, who is from Denver.
Yes.
So
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's actually from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I believe I remember seeing that in the
okay,
SmackDown versus Raw 2008 cards.
okay, you might be right. So
Yeah.
I must have just confused the Colorado aspect. But yeah, so and then finally, and at this point, I didn't know how many you get correct, but I figured number 10 should be incredibly hard. So I
Mhm.
picked someone very obscure, and that is Veer Mahan.
Oh, God, that's so obscure.
So
All
I
right,
mean,
well, Veer Mahan is from India. There's a lot of cities in India.
yes,
Um, I'm thinking either that he's billed as from Punjab, India, but I don't want to go that way. And I'm thinking New Delhi. Um, no, let's go with Mumbai, India.
wrong on all accounts, I'm afraid.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. The correct answer was Uttar Pradesh,
Oh, okay.
India. And yeah, so obviously for people who aren't as familiar with India and Indian geography, that's a bit more obscure. And that's why I went for it as the last one, because as I wanted to deliver on the promise, which is each one getting harder. Did you feel that way, Thanos? Did you think it got harder as it went along?
So I feel like I was, dealing with it up until around the halfway point, and then absolutely dropped down out of nowhere.
All right, well, I'll tell you exactly how you went. You got, if we're talking about pure questions or pure
Pure
wrestlers,
questions, I think, is kind of more important.
you got 6 out of 10.
Okay,
So
that's a little bit something.
that's
And then
pretty good.
points.
Points, you got 21 out of 55.
Okay, I didn't even pass. That's all right. That's all right. Not too bad.
No, I think you did all right. We'll see if anyone did do better, please let us know. Or if you did worse and you just want to share it anyway, feel free to put it in the comments.
And if Dimitri got something wrong, let him know that especially in the comments.
Yes, please do.